question. I think if you look at the K-12 environment today and you look at the modern classroom, with the advent of technology post-COVID, the amount of emerging technologies that have been thrust into classrooms that at the time were trying to help a problem that's now passed, which is the pandemic. So there's just the chaos that's going on in the classroom, the proliferation of different platforms and services is actually becoming counterintuitive to adding greater teaching and learning because it's been diluted because there's so much. So I think that we're going to see a thinning of the herd, if you like, over the next year or so. I would say that's the largest one. We started a journey 7 years ago on a multidisciplinary platform called Edwin. Unlike most other offerings or any other offering that I'm aware of today in the world, it's a common UI UX for students and teachers for all disciplines, and much more than just the core disciplines, but current events, social emotional, education on very difficult subjects like truth and reconciliation, anti-black racism and so forth. So it really is about all your learning in one place to drive student engagement, because we know that if students are engaged in their learning, their outcomes are improved. Yeah, you know, you've got to meet individual students where they're at on their learning journey. So Edwin is all your learning all in one place. It's a multidisciplinary platform, as I just said, but it's multimodality. So whether you're an audible listener of knowledge, or you like to engage with manipulatives or watch videos, whatever your learning style is, Edwin will meet you there. The largest single focus is student engagement. So we built into Edwin things like recommendation engine. Oh, I see, Kelly, you're reading this, you may really like this. Or I saw you engaged in that video and you spent 30 minutes on the subject of volcanoes. What about this? And the other thing that's so different about Edwin is it's cross-disciplinary. So when you're reading about or studying or watching about volcanoes, it's not only geography, but also sciences and literacy and so forth. So it really takes kids down the learning path on an individual basis. Yeah, you know, the onset of cybersecurity and the complexity and the sophistication just keeps getting better and better. So we have a department that just looks at cybersecurity. First of all, the 500,000 kids who are using Edwin every day, all of the data is anonymized. So if anybody actually gets in, yes, they can get the data, but they don't know who it is. So everything is anonymized. We get tests every single day from every corner of the world, people trying to break into Edwin. Thank goodness to date we've done our job, we've never had a breach, and the backstop for that is even if we do get breached, which eventually may happen, today we passed everybody's security protocols, not only here in Canada but around the world. It would be anonymized anyway, so the data isn't really worth anything to anybody. The intellectual property that sits within Edwin is worth hundreds of millions to us, but we protect that very fervently, and we're always testing ourselves as well as being tested by, you know, the deep dark web out there who is always trying to break into everything. Yeah, when we built Edwin, we wanted to be very aware of the fact that millions of dollars were already invested into LMSs or SISs, and we don't want those dollars to be scrapped. Dollars are scarce enough as it is in the education environment here in Canada and around the world, so we built it agnostic to other operating platforms. So whether you're using Brightspace, D2L, Google Classroom, it's a one-click link and integration into all of them. So any investments made don't have to be scrapped. I think that we hold a special place here in Canada where, you know, we've been around for over 100 years, and sometimes the members of the audience may not know about the self-disruption, the changes that we've been through. And it's always great to be around people in the same market, whether those are educators or ministry professionals, and just make those contacts. It's always great to be around smarter people than yourself. That being said, when you're me, it's not that difficult, but it's always great to be in a room full of important, bright and engaged education professionals.